Hi, peace, light, and love. Today is actually, I think it's International Day of Violence, or at least in this country. And I wanted to talk about a very important topic, um, which is um, this. This is a typical headscarf that covers women. And I study with these women. And I think about the following fact. I'll give you an example of a religious woman, a Jewish religious woman who has also a scarf. Um, so those two religions, Islam and Judaism, the woman covers her head, to those who don't know. So I talked to these girls and they explained to me that actually the head covering is for any girl. Any girl covers her head. With religious women, it differentiates unmarried women and married women. Over there, you can see maybe this religious Jewish woman. They have a typical scarf. It's different scarves. But basically, the idea is you have to cover yourself up. A woman has to cover herself up. Now, we live in the Middle East, which is really warm. And wearing a scarf is something you do in cold weathers usually. So it's called a tradition, it's called a custom, and we need to respect it. Okay. But I question that because that is the beginning of the oppression of women, girls and women. Once we tell girls and women they have to wear a certain head cover or else they're not accepted in society, we are allowing a certain type of rhetoric, a certain type of vocabulary that allows somebody else the power to dictate to you how to dress, how to wear clothes. Okay, they'll say it's my choice, it's my choice. So religion tells them they have to be covered, or else what? They're not good Muslims or not good Jews, not good Orthodox Jews, not good Orthodox Muslims. When I see this, I see oppression. I don't see custom. Custom is like cooking a certain food, but the minute you cover yourself up, you're giving somebody else the right to tell you what you are going to wear, which seems to me contradicts the whole idea of education. When a woman is educated, she's supposed to learn that she has choices, that she doesn't have to have anyone dictate to her what to wear, what to think, and what to do. And that's the beginning of oppression of women. And being surrounded by this the whole day, it makes me really sad because any type of oppression for me makes me sad because I know I have a choice. I can do whatever I want. I can wear whatever I want. But when women cannot wear whatever they want, it's a type of oppression. And then they get married and the husband can dictate to them other things. I can give you a personal experience that even in European society, a man can come to you and dictate to you what to wear, what to do. Not what to wear, sorry, what to do. He can decide that you stay at home while he goes off to work. You stay and take care of the kids while he goes off to work. And why is that? Because you live in a foreign country, the country that he knows. And you don't know the language, you don't know the culture, and you're stuck at home with kids. Stuck at home and kids is not a good expression. You are bound to the house and the children. You do not have a choice. So the lack of choices start from various points. One of them is the way you dress. Another way is the choices you make when you get married to give up your freedom and to allow a man to control you because he controls you financially, right? So I was going to ask people about it, but I'm not sure. Um, I think people don't want to really speak. The cat wants to say something, but I don't think other people want to talk. Um, but anyway, that's my 5 minutes long speech about the position of women in society and how is it going to improve if we're going to allow and accept this kind of oppression. I mean, it's really good that you have traditional clothing, but what if you don't wear it? Then you're not accepted in your culture. If you don't wear that little hat, then you're not part of the culture. Well, you know what I say? Screw the culture. Be your own person. Don't let other people dictate to you what to wear and what to do. And if it means you're not going to be accepted in the culture, then that culture is not worth you being part of it because it means that they are oppressing you. So I'm welcoming comments below. If you have any comments to say, I'll be happy to hear them. I'm not going to make a Hebrew version because I don't have patience at the moment, but I'd really like to hear that. And so I'd like to hear what people have to say about it. As you can see, women do choose not to wear a headscarf, and I'm not going to ask them in front of the camera, but I did talk to them before this recording, and one of them did explain to me that girls wear this since they're women and girls wear scarves at various ages. Seems to me very uncomfortable when it gets warm. It seems to me like you always have to wear your ethnic identity. You know, it's like the religious Jews have this yarmulke, the Muslims have this scarf. It's you're always wearing your ethnic identity. Like you don't have any possibility of not having this ethnic identity. Like this is who I am. And all the other identities of who we are as human beings are under that cover. So, what do you think about that? What do you think about the idea of women having basically no choice in choosing what to wear and how to look like in a particular culture? So today is the international, I think it's the International Day of Violence Against Women. And violence against women starts with oppression and lack of choices. When a woman does not think she has choices, she becomes a victim. And it starts from little things. And as long as we accept oppression of women by dictating to her what to wear and how to act in public areas, not how to act, less what to wear, what to look like. When she has to wear a little hat to cover her hair or a scarf, we are actually limiting her choices and forcing her into a very, very limited identity that becomes part of her process of oppression. And the road to having a feeling that you don't have choices is paved by these cultural dictations. So what do you think about this dictation, this dictatorship? I would love to hear from you. You can subscribe to my channel. I would love to hear comments. I know my channel hasn't been widely viewed. I'm going to post this on Facebook. Hopefully you will comment on it. I didn't want to target a particular culture, but we have to admit that violence against women is not limited to the Middle East. In fact, it is more common in the Americas, in Latin America and the US than it is in the Middle East, statistically. Germany is the number one country in Europe where women are being killed. So, and then women are not covering or whatever. So one can argue, oh, okay, maybe covering protects women, but not really. But a lot of things to debate. So please write down comments below. are European women or women that live in free societies safer than women who live in the Middle East wearing their headscarves? I would just die to be with a black scarf the whole day. So I don't know. I'm not trying to humiliate him. I'm just trying to understand how a woman can go and study and learn about possibilities and then come back to a culture that tells her if you don't wear a scarf on your head the whole day, from the minute you leave the house till the minute you come back, you're not a good person. You're not following the religion. And who needs religion if it limits our choices and makes us oppressed women? That's what I like to know. So, peace, light, and love.